All right. Well, um, who wants to recall last time in our long ago session that I try to black out, but it happens.
I just remember the horny frog.
Mm.
Horny frog.
There
I think
indeed
there was more than just a horny frog. I think there was a
horny
pretty,
Brandywine and horny Geck and horny.
Magically horny.
Magically horny. Yes. Of course.
There were a lot of hormones.
A lot of hormones, a lot of
Also,
shenanigans.
somebody's feet became their hands for a little bit.
the Feywilds became the A girl wilds.
Hey, wild.
And Fee made her
Yeah.
declaration of she doesn't like the Feywilds very much.
And Fee and Yanara had a very heart-to-heart chat.
Yep.
Oh yeah, emotional damage.
Yes. While all of
Lots
you
of
were
emotion.
fucking around with the enchanted food, Fee lost an arm and realized that she hadn't been experiencing pain for 40 years.
Hey, listen. I also went and waterboarded some frogs for information. I'll have you know.
Does
That
That was
really
2
do
sessions
anything?
ago.
More like metaphorical waterboarding.
Scraped their minds with Zone of Truth.
Mm.
Well, also
Mhm.
a couple of intimidation checks and the like.
Yeah, intimidation checks. You also found
A
out
couple of
that
bane lines.
Something
Yeah.
about cauldrons to murder the witch. That P-Spot now has a obligation to end.
Mhm.
It's a collective obligation.
We may have almost killed Drake or what his name is, our host, with some red string that he seems to be attached to the witch and
I mean-
strangling him with. I don't know.
With all the Kendrick stuff going on, I feel like Drake might just accept death readily.
Yeah, he passed out when we dispelled magic on his amulet, which apparently was protecting him and the house. And then the next day he came to and was just like, that was a whole thing and that sucked.
Yep. That it did. And you were able to fix his amulet.
Yes.
So, yay, with that natural, what was it, 31?
I don't think so.
30?
What did we
It was 30.
roll?
It was in the 30s, I'm sure.
Oh, it was. I made a medicine check of 30.
Yeah.
Medicine check of 30.
It was,
Yeah.
Natural 6 quintillion.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, you were able to help out with the amulet and give it back to him. But yeah,
Right. And the two of us failed medicine checks so horrifically that I took his boot and tried to revivify it.
Right. That's
Mhm.
right. The previous night.
Oh, there was
Yeah, Fee's medicine check was her noticing the red string wrapped around his neck that he doesn't know about.
yep.
Wrapped around whose neck?
Drake's
Right.
neck.
Drake.
Okay.
He's a disciple of Ilmater, maybe, potentially. I don't know.
More like red string of fate is my guess.
Somehow
Yeah.
attached to.
That's a good theory. Only that the only 2 people who've seen this red thread was technically Fee and PB.
Mhm.
I mean, PB would have no idea what the red thread is. Like in terms of fate, he would just see useless clothing. But
True. But you guys did have a long rest, despite all the shenanigans and whatnot. And then by morning, you were surrounded by children, and a crowd of bullywugs outside the inn. The adults tended to stay outside, but the kids were so curious, and one of them tried to have a leapfrog game. The other one didn't care about being you were casting ritual on because all she wanted was attention. And the other one just like flopped back into the river because it slammed into Tomoros as he stood in the doorway. Regardless.
I was converting her to be a disciple of peace through ritual. I forgot about that. And I turned my
Yep,
ear
and-
nodes off.
Yep. And Drake pretty much waved his hand and got her out of the house. And the other toad got slapped and jumped up the window willingly thanks to Sorcerer's new guest in his head. Regardless, you guys are now downstairs having breakfast and have that moment among yourselves before making your way into Downfall. So with that, Avengers, what do you do? What would you like to do?
We finished breakfast already, right?
You're in breakfast. You're currently eating breakfast.
I thought we wrapped up by the end of the session.
Whatever you want, man.
Samiros is in start shadowboxing in the other room, having delivered his speech. He's trying to smite with his hands.
Where are you?
I should be in
Oh,
the
you're
head
up
of the
there. Never
table.
mind.
I'm just
Sorry.
I'm gonna move away. If you could unpause the game.
Yes. There you go.
Thank you. I'm just doing little moves. I'm trying to focus the smite into my hands.
Fee is probably just, again, she's spent a little bit of time working on Drake's amulet, and I think she's gone back and is just preparing Dumplemorp's armor for the day.
Okay. PB, what were you doing?
In the morning, I think I was given the scroll to remove Kurt. Was that in the morning or the night before? So I was
The
trying to
night
remember if I
before.
actually. Okay, so I would have prepped it. So I don't remember. Or I was standing guard because I was sentry mode. And I was watching. What's it called? I was keeping everyone away from Gek. So I was standing sentry at the door, if I recall correctly, because Gek was the symbol of everyone's attraction or something.
No, he was one of the people that was attracted to me.
I just remember like standing, like dragging him in, or no, I dragged somebody into the room and like slammed the door and basically just stood watch to prevent people from.
Yeah, it was both Tomaros and Gek. You
Yeah.
put them on the couch. They were under the command
To
go to
sleep.
sleep. Sleep. Yeah. You removed their curse. Unfortunately, it didn't do anything with the annulment of their marriage.
Yeah, it's a personal problem they can figure out.
Yeah.
Got
But you
'em.
were able to erase the other effects. So you're pretty much just hanging out by your charging station, doing your own priestly things, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Sorcerer, Brandywine, what are you two doing as you finish up breakfast?
Trying to keep a clear mind. Trying to
Okay.
pretend last night didn't happen. But deep down, he knows he can never forget.
Yeah, roll me a
He's having a
wisdom,
good day.
wisdom check for me, please.
Wisdom check.
Yep, wisdom check.
Ooh.
We start
Yeah.
again.
You hear a deep growl inside your head as you try to fight against whatever happened last night, the day before. And he's not very happy that you're trying to push him out. But he doesn't say anything. But you do feel the wrath inside your body.
Hold on. My ears wasn't hearing things. I hear a reaction. Do I feel a rat in my body?
No, wrath. His anger.
Wrath. Okay.
Didn't we have like curses removed though? So that's part of the curse effects.
I don't know if that's a curse, per
Nope.
se.
Oh,
I don't
Not
think
a
those are
curse.
curse.
okay. Just double checking.
Brandy is looking down at her food, polishing off the last bits of it, looking over at the other plates that might still have food on them. But in the forefront of her mind, she's mainly thinking about the fact that she has another potato and was wondering about how she's going to use it today.
That's right.
Sorcerer seems distracted, but it's too early in the day. So, she's just going to continue eating for 10, 15 minutes, and the intrusive thoughts went out, and she doesn't want food to go to waste. And she grabs stuff off of everyone else's plates that they had left behind.
You find none on Tomiros's. It is completely empty.
She stacks her plate on top of it and then pulls it to her place, in that case.
You know, I could just give you a doggy bag if you're going to gather all the food.
Doggy bag, because you can turn into a dog.
A what?
He just smiles. Nothing.
Gag, stop
I'm
trying
just-
to summon Satan.
If you want food for the journey, I can have Sue give some to you. You don't have to gather it up like that. I mean, he's just...
Oh no, this isn't for the journey. This is for right now.
You have quite an appetite.
More so after being able to turn into other animals.
I see. Well, I guess have a safe journey. Sorry, I can't do much right now for you, but I believe the house have cleared some of the ways outside for you to go to Downfall. Meaning to say that that crowd outside earlier, they're not there no more. We'll just say that. And he just stands up and takes his plate and starts heading to the kitchen. If I can move my character.
She
There we go.
continues to nibble on what was it? What was breakfast again?
Breakfast was pretty much anything you want. So it can be from bacon, eggs to
Shakshuka.
cheese. Sure.
What?
You don't know
I
shakshuka?
don't know what that is.
It's wondrous.
Shaka Zulu?
Y'all never really had shakshuka?
I have
It's like
not.
eggs poached in like tomato sauce, but it's like a spiced aromatic tomato sauce.
I know of it. I've just never had it.
It's real good.
Mm.
And Tolmaros, you said you were doing something with smiting?
So I'm trying to figure out how to. Well, okay, I don't know if this is something I cleared with you early in the campaign, but I would like to smite with my hands, like unarmed strikes. And I would like to think that Tomiros can't do it yet, but could train up towards it. So he's just shadow boxing at first light,
Oh,
trying to infuse his hands with a smite.
okay. So you're just training out in the foyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like punching in the air, and you. At first, you're just doing your normal regime, and you could have sworn there was some light radiant glow at the edge of your fingertips with each 1, 2, 3 glow, 1, 2, 3 glow. But the more you go faster, it starts to almost brighten and radiate the room before it fizzes out.
There's little sparks coming off of me.
Yeah. And you do this for quite some time?
I'm doing it until everyone's ready to go. Like this is my
Okay.
pre-departure ritual. It's called
Okay.
that.
Yanara, what are you up to then?
I think that Yanara would just be like after her talk with Fee last night, like she's feeling a little protective over the poor thing right now. So I think that she would have seen Fee like leave the breakfast table and like she's sticking close by. Like she's not hovering or anything, but you know, she's just sticking close by to where she is. So I think that she would just be in the like you just hanging out in this armchair over here while Fee messes with Dumplemorph's armor. Like she's tuning her lyre or something.
Okay.
Wow.
And
Trying to make sure that Gek doesn't run off.
yep, Gek is still on the leash that you
Yep.
have made for him, so he's running about. Ducko is just pretty much gonna be on his pumpkin helmet that's still rotten. But he's just trying to hold on for his dear life as Gek is running back and forth. But eventually, as you guys are all getting yourself acquainted, getting yourselves prepared for the journey, Drake will pass, or wait for all of you actually in the foyer. Same with Sue as they're waiting in front of the entrance, saying their goodbyes.
Oh, all right. Dumplemore, hop in. And Fee will have Dumplemore hop into his armor. And off they go, following after PB.
Yep, so as you all start to head out and everything, Drake pretty much gives you all a very formal, but almost like a sad smile as you all leave. But he catches Fee before she leaves, and he kind of kneels down next to you, seeing you eye to eye. I am sorry again, little friend, but for what you have been through. But I did want to thank you. And he kind of like taps on his amulet for fixing this.
No, it was nothing. It's anyone would have done it. And thank you for letting us stay. I hope. Thank you. She kind of just puts her head down and puts a hand on Dumplemore and kind of steps toward the door out of the way.
You'll just stand back up, and Sue would watch you all leave, but then she'll just run behind everybody and start hugging you guys all she can, almost at once, just jumping from one person to one person. She's like, goodbye, goodbye. I hope you all have a safe journey. Be safe. If you need anything, always blow the horn. You're always welcome back at the end of the inn.
Don't curse anyone else while we're gone. We might have to
No
come back
promises.
and deal with you.
No promises. So with that, I will bring you guys all down to where you should be.
And then as they're going out, Brandy
Uh-huh.
turns and says to our friendly little apprentice girl, "Do you happen to have a more portable horn than the one that's at the end of the pier?"
She would look back at Drake and unfortunately, I do not have a portable horn, but if you ever do resolve the issues within the traveling between the three lands, I'm sure, if I remember correctly, there are horns in each one. Each thither, hither, well, we are in hither right now, but thither and yon, there should be a horn. If you ever need a place to stay, you're always welcome to blow it, but until that traveling inconvenience is resolved, unfortunately, we can only stay here and hither.
We just have to focus on blowing some horns in order to call you back again, right? Go find them.
Find them, and hopefully the traveling issue will be resolved. But again, have a safe journey. Be careful.
She smiles.
And as you all leave, the door behind you shuts, and you watch as the water starts to ripple around your feet, as the house starts to get up on its multiple legs and starts moving away. And then, just within an instant, it vanishes before your eyes. And you guys find yourself surrounded in a large creek of swampy, murky water, and you look around you and you are surrounded by very thick, green, murky mist. And I will bring you over to the new map. Okay. So thick fog hangs heavy in the air, obscuring the area around you so that the world appears to have shrunk to only, well, what looks upon miles of swampy, ungodly trees and sickening scorches in your boots. But before you, the waterway widens and the current slows, giving the impression that you have entered what could be a lake. Croaked voices penetrate the fog, though which dark shapes appear, resolving into two rowboats before they remembered, nah, I don't want to be here anymore, and then they turn in a different direction. As these people who were on the rowboats were the same people that Tomros encountered the day before.
Hello there, friends!
You just
How
hear
goes
those.
the morrow?
They don't respond. All you hear is more fast-paced churning of water.
He's waving enthusiastically.
And you said this is foggy?
Very foggy.
So are we able to... What's the vision restriction then?
So those who have dark vision, you're able to see half of what your dark vision provides. And those who don't have dark vision, you can't see anything.
What if
I
we have
mean-
fog vision?
Peacebot
There
is
is-
going to cast light on his head again and be a beacon of light.
Just turn
Okay.
on the fog lights.
It doesn't really help with your light, but it gives you some ability to see.
Apparently, I don't have dark vision, huh?
Satyrs
No.
don't have dark vision. Nope.
Damn.
Ah.
All right.
Sorry, I have like a bug flying around my head.
Kill it.
At least it's not that.
Well, true, but I think it's a stink bug and I don't want to kill it.
You don't want to get stinky?
Anyways.
Does detect magic pick anything up? As I look about.
Within 30 feet?
I
That's
mean,
correct.
detect magic isn't really limited to sight, technically.
Oh, okay. Currently where you are? No.
Okay, it is still 30 feet, but yes, it's not limited to what I could physically see.
Right. Currently where you are? No.
Tomaros,
Yes?
well, I think, I don't know what to expect here, but, how about we, I'll give that armor a little shine again, okay?
She'll step
Ah,
over.
yes. I've been meaning to ask you. It is a little bit worse for wear.
It should be
He
no
says as like another chunk of his armor just falls off.
yes, well, I don't know what I can do for it in the permanent, at least, but this enchantment of some sorts should at least bolster what is left, make it at least more durable. the dwarves often used it as an additive in their armor forging. And I reworked it into, well, an aerosolized spray. It should last for the rest of the day.
What is a spray?
Oh, well, you see,
And she pulls out this little canister.
well, inside here there's like air around all of us, but magically compressed. And what I can do is use a nozzle mechanism to release a small amount in controlled bursts. See, watch.
She sprays like a mist over you, and your armor begins to just sheen, just have a little bit more sheen to it.
Like that. Don't breathe it
I
in.
see, it's repair juice.
A similar technology, yes.
Much obliged.
Forget about that.
Statement. This unit also has additional heavy armor should you require it, since your current armor is distressed.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm quite fond of that which I currently wear.
But just nods his head knowingly.
I'm sure if we have a chance to stop, I might be able to at least repair some of the dilapidations. And have you ever you done any maintenance on this armor, Tomros?
What's a maintenance?
Oh, yes. Well, it is overdue for maintenance.
I will seek out these main tenants next time we're in a place of civilization.
Yes. You'd probably want to see a blacksmith of some sort. But I should be able to do something at least when we stop.
He nods.
I did grow up around dwarves. They are pretty good at this sort of thing. Anyway, would you like to lead the way, or Yanara? How
By all
about
means.
maybe you could join him, Yanara? Just you are more familiar with this, well, the Feywild.
By default, I guess that's true. Yeah, Tomaros, if you wouldn't mind some company, I'll lead the way with you.
As she steps,
First, come on up.
And I
As
jump onto the
she's-
ox, pushing Brandywine off. If I can find him.
as
Sorry about that.
as Yanara steps by, Fee kind of reaches out a small hand and grabs hers and gives it a little squeeze, and then turns away. There's a little shyness about it, but
Mhm. I was just about to say that she gives you a smile, but she can't. So she just yep, looks at you. Yeah, there's a fondness to it, before she just follows after Tomaros.
It's less of a grimace than usual.
Yeah.
Sad brandy noises.
Wait a minute, you could just cast Speak with Animals. You could work this out directly. I don't have to be the intermediary here.
Fee climbs aboard.
Unfortunately, I
Mechamorph.
don't have that prepared today.
Isn't that just like a
Wait.
basic druid thing?
No,
No?
It is a basic
that's
ranger
incredibly
thing.
classic of you. I can't believe that you've just assumed my prepared spell list.
My
Rangers get it
pronouns
innately,
are
though.
speak/with/animals.
Wait, you mean you can't talk to your own animal?
Wait. No,
Are you
I
talking
can.
in character or out of character? Let's establish
Out of
that
character.
before-
No.
Well-
I can talk to my animal. It's like a
You can talk to a
constant-
steed
yeah,
through the
Tele-
fine steed.
Pathically or something like that.
telepathic. But the steed itself speaks celestial, so unless you speak that, It would just have to be a speak with animals spell. At least I think that's how that works. I should probably look it up.
Fee, I will say, as you climb onto Dumplemore, you realize it's not a good idea because you being in the almost center of the water, both of your heads are just sticking out, trying to keep afloat.
Oh, are you in the water right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah. Dumplemore. Yeah, she'll just urge Dumplemore.
Let's move forward, Dumplemore.
And she'll kind of slough off into the water and splash.
It's so cold.
Yeah,
There's still
it's very
room on the
gross.
ox here.
How deep is the water?
The water right now where Sorcerer is standing, it's up to 5 feet.
You mean
And where-
like it's up to like someone's shoulders? Almost.
Yeah, where you're standing, it's 5 feet.
How did we?
God damn.
We just willingly jump out of the house and just wade into the water.
Pretty
I think
much.
Drake was a little bit
So-
salty about something. He didn't
I-
quite let us
It
out
was
on
kind
the,
of like in the water. So
I didn't realize this was water. I thought it was like a path.
Same.
Nope.
That's why-
This is water.
All right, everybody onto the ox.
Communal baptism, everyone. Let's go.
A very irky bathwater. Okay, anyways.
Was it christened by a gamer girl?
how deep.
No.
Oh, jeez, no.
No. Anyways, as you guys are like moving out of the water, you find some verge of a land that is easily to walk on. Brandywine, are you staying in the water?
I am making mold earth steps in the water
Why?
and then skipping and hopping from each to each as long as everyone
Is this
if everyone's
a
like
cantrip?
following along. Yeah. It's a
Okay.
cantrip. We can have 2 of
Yeah.
them.
We're off to see the wizard.
Yeah,
So,
otherwise there
yep.
is some perfect land to walk alongside the actual water.
Yeah, I understand this.
Okay.
Brady, you do realize there's perfectly serviceable land to walk on. You're kind of doing it the hard way.
This is true. Yes.
You know, if anybody is so inclined, there is room on to back the ox. He is willing to take more, you know.
Well, obviously not.
There's room on the ox. Pushes the person off the.
Your ox isn't that big, so
It's an ox.
It's
Okay,
a large,
so there's
large
a
creature.
rather diminutive woman,
Mhm.
rather beefy man, so I guess that makes up the difference. But you could probably comfortably accommodate like one more normal-sized humanoid. You could definitely fit like Fee and the badger.
Fee is riding
Yeah.
on the badger.
You could definitely fit Fee on top of the badger, on top of the ox.
Huh.
To be fair, Dumplemorp's armor is probably bigger than Fee.
Mhm.
Dumplemorp
Yeah, so you do
inside
like
it is small, but the armor itself is actually bigger than Fee is.
It's a
Oh,
full
it's more like-
Evangelion mech suit.
It's like Pacific Rim style. This tiny badger, gigantic mecha suit.
Fee is a small creature. She can ride on her medium steed, or her medium steel defender.
Oh, armored Dumplemorp is a medium-sized creature. Okay.
Correct.
I have a better sense of scale now. Okay.
That's just a dude. That's dude size.
Oh,
Yeah, armored Dumplemorp is not that much smaller than Tomoros.
Wait, how? Hold on. So Sorcerer and PB are both like 7 feet tall, right?
You can distinguish your heights right now if you like.
Yeah, let's make this canon. Just to be clear, in case like this comes up with like deep water, just so we have this on record.
Uh-huh.
How tall is everybody?
oh,
I wrote this down somewhere.
I did as well. I'm just trying to find.
Should be in your biography table.
It should be, but for some reason it isn't. Hold on. I will find it.
Fee is 3'4".
Okay.
Yeah, I believe I had PB around 7, but he weighs a lot because Warforge.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he just sinks when he walks into the water.
So
Yeah, pretty much.
her height used to be 5'10", but after the curse was broken, she is a 6'1".
Oh. Ah, I got it. Yanara is 5'5".
Okay.
What are we missing? Well, Gek's like 3 feet tall. So that's a
Gek,
given. He's just dangling off the leash off the side of the ox.
yeah, Gek's
No,
probably,
he's. Oh, that's right. He can't fly anymore. Yeah.
Gek
No?
is probably a similar height to Fee. Mechamorph, the armor, is, I'd probably say it's closer to maybe a dwarf, so probably 4.5 feet tall, but stocky.
Yeah. Tamiris is about 6, just like 6 flat.
So Fee sitting on top of Mechamorph is probably like 5.5 feet. Probably about the same height
Okay.
as Yanara, standing.
Beautiful. Okay. So as you guys are pretty much those who are following the trail that leads into the lake, and Brandywine who's skipping along her special mold earth ability, eventually you start to see a figure just standing there, not very dressed according to the others, but more in an armor suit and leaning against a tree, picking at his teeth with a what looks like a cat tail. But he spots the light and looks in your direction before straightening himself up and goes, "Who goes there?"
It is us. Do we have a name? I just realized we've never really come up with an adventuring name.
"Who's us?
Where is this?
There's more of you." And he's
Yes,
trying.
there's like 20 of us.
20? Oh, friend or foe? And you
That depends. Do you serve evil?
do you serve evil?
No.
Then no.
Well, it appears we are friends then. Come here. Let us see you in person.
Oh, you come here. I can't see you through this fog.
Tamiris is going to guide the ox towards the source of the voice. I don't know which way it's coming from. Is it the little box here?
Nope, should be in this direction.
Okay. You're going to have to drag yourself back on. You know.
Oh, it's fading in. Interesting.
Whoop. Yep.
What?
Gek dragging behind.
You just
Okay.
Why am I
The
upside
ox just
down?
goes light speed across the water past.
Oxen are very, very good swimmers. It's kind of their thing.
I imagine that
Oh,
Gek is
wow,
just treading
yeah.
water right now.
There's
No,
not
he's just being
20 of
dragged
you.
behind. He's like
Just-
wakeboarding.
How did I get sideways? No.
You were holding shift and doing mouse wheel.
Oh.
Well, you are quite a liar. There's no 20 of you. There's 1, 2.
I said like
See?
20. Math has never been my strong suit.
My friend here doesn't know how to count. I apologize.
That's
the
okay.
paper.
What's that? Is this your invitation to Downpour?
Query. Will you sign the terms and service agreements of peace?
That's not an invitation then. Okay, we're already at a peaceful state. I mean, King Philip the 19th is in charge. Unless he gets killed within the next 24 hours.
Which, as we've heard, is a distinct possibility.
Yep.
It seems monarchs do not last very long around these parts.
Nope.
Is there no honor guard? A valiant
Of course.
knight to protect his king and country?
Well, there was, but
What happened?
there was some kind of heist that went on, and one of the weather balloons was stolen, and the one that was in charge of that was the honorary guard, and she's now being held in prison, going
There's
to
a
be on a
weather
death
balloon
sentence. Yes.
What is
You
a weather
see?
balloon?
You've seen this weather balloon all the way back in Slanty Hill.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
This is both in character and out of character.
You did. It was actually crashed into Slanty Hill, and that's where you found Sir Televar.
Oh. I thought he was in like a Howl's Moving Castle type thing, and the castle crashed.
Nope. He is the one who spotted the weather balloon, but as you guys went to Slanty Hill, you see the remains of the weather balloon and him dangling from a basket.
I see.
So yes, there was a heist, and she's currently being held until her execution.
For stealing a weather balloon?
Well, why, yes, the weather balloon technically belongs to Balvorna.
To whom?
Balvorna.
The what now?
Balvorna.
What is a Belvona?
No, I think you need to say it just one more time, just for effect.
Yes, to whom?
He croaks a little. Balvorna.
She appears
what
out
is
of the
that?
fraction of the water. I mean,
Bloody Velvona.
And he kind of almost as if he's wearing a mustache, as you see his little lips moves from side to side. Anyway, what's your business here?
We've come to execute an evil being.
Don't say that.
Why not?
Oh wait, are you here to execute the honorary god?
No.
I mean, we could.
Well, yes, if they're evil, then perhaps we can make a detour. But no, we are looking for the hag of these lands.
Wait, you're here to kill the hag?
Yes.
That's blasphemy.
We
You're
didn't.
blasphemy.
No. Nobody said anything about killing. We're just looking for her. That's all.
I said something about killing. We tried
Well-
to kill this hag for being evil and stealing children.
Roll
Tomo-
me persuasion with disadvantage, please.
Oh my god.
I'm guessing
if
I
only
can't give
I-
guidance considering he's just going.
Oh, if only I had silence.
Why is Skek multiplying and why is
Whoa,
he
what?
turning into
Bo-
something
the
else?
bottom geck is the
Oh my
correct
god,
one.
we fed him after midnight!
There you go. That's his new token.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he actually contacted the original maker of that token
Oh,
he
really?
used
hmm
and commissioned one. Yeah,
That's like that's
even got one of those 2D virtual avatars for streaming.
Ooh.
Anyways,
Leonard, did you
Can
roll
show
or
it to
anything?
players?
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry. I thought you were
No,
talking
these
about
are
somewhere else. Okay.
No,
No. Okay. Persuasion with disadvantage.
Mhm.
This will be great, guys. I don't have guidance on this character, do I? I don't think I do.
Can I give you guidance?
I do.
I know it's kind of weird, like
You can.
I mean,
Sure.
I'll take guidance. Sure.
She hasn't rolled yet, so
I have. Nope. Thank you. Oh man.
oh, that's cocked.
Hold on.
That was cocked on my end.
I didn't roll the d4. Hold on. So that's a total of 17.
okay. All right. Well, if you're not here to execute anybody, then I guess you can enter. But be careful using that word around here. I mean, being that King Gullop the 19th is in charge, he's being that he just started today, or was it yesterday? I don't know. What time is it? And he looks down at his hand, and there's nothing there. Whatever. But
It's
If you're
something
wanting to-
o'clock.
Huh?
It's something o'clock.
Yeah, something o'clock.
My sundial
What?
doesn't seem to work in these parts. It's a little bit foggy.
What? What's a sun god?
Sundial.
Oh,
It's a little
sundial.
circle with a little pointy thing, and it shows you the time based on the positioning of the sun.
Oh, we go on Croak Talk.
What?
No, you've never heard of Croak Talk? You listen for the croaks. That's how you know.
I would
So,
like to reiterate. What?
never mind. We can talk about it another time. Anyways, so are you here to talk to King Gullop? Because otherwise you need to have an audience with him, and you need to follow the path that way. But if you're here to see Belvorna, well, you still gotta talk to King Gullop in order to see her. So,
Well, I suppose that we're talking to King Philip then.
Yes,
about
we would be
the
honored to
ladies
speak
and
with your
Not
monarch.
Philip.
What
Gullop,
about-
how dare you?
What
Such
about
a-
the guard that's about to be executed? Can we go see her?
Yeah, again, that's King Gullop you have to have audience with if you want to look at the execution.
Oh.
That's a private matter. Only the Shogi court can ascertain that event. And you're all outsiders, so you're not invited to the execution.
Aw.
Oh.
And he sounded so disappointed.
Statement. This unit is often contracted for ceremonies of funerals and executioner's rites.
Then you can take that up with King Gullop.
Yeah.
Still holding out the paper, by the way. He hasn't moved.
I see you have a paper there, sir. Are you wanting me to draw you a image? Yeah, I'll
Query, do you
It
agree
takes
to the
the-
terms and conditions of peace?
just save yourself the headache and just put an X or your full name on it and then say yes. It'll save us all a lot of time.
I suppose. And he takes the paper and just like before with the little girl, he uses his tongue to write his signature. There you go.
Is it his full name?
You don't know. Do you read Bollywog?
Touche.
He just scans it over. Doesn't really actually read much of it, but, just scans it over. Affirmative. Thank you for your cooperation.
Right. Anyways, if you follow, he turns in a spot, pointing out in this direction. If you follow this path, going past the trees, eventually you'll find a wooden path. Keep to the left. You do see the balloon factory on your way, and from what I've been told, and you also have to skip along or leap along like our frogs do. The stony bridge. There you'll find the burning building. Well, technically it was the old balloon factory. That's why we had that heist involved, and now it's been moved. Anyways, that's still on fire. And eventually, to go around that burning building, take the the bridge with heads. Yes. And follow that bridge, and then eventually you will find King Gullop.
Tamiris is writing this down on a piece of paper. A piece of cardboard.
Is
He's
this
drawing a crude map.
Is the skipping strictly necessary?
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
let us observe their culture and customs. You wouldn't want to be xenophobic. Or
Well,
disrespectful.
I mean, can your ox skip?
Let's find out.
Maybe it's a good thing I did get off.
That's what. Never mind.
Hey, Panagio Takis, onwards.
Can you make like a? I don't even know what that would be. That would be a straight deck
Acrobatics?
performance.
I would
you can
think
roll me
acrobatics.
for your acrobatics for your ox.
For skipping.
He's just got straight decks. I'll do that.
Oh.
Stomp,
Oh,
stomp,
no.
stomp, stomp, splash.
There's one bullywog down.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
So your ox is not having a very skippity moment. It's pretty much just almost weirdly pouncing in place, and it's just causing mud to fly everywhere.
He's
Yunara, you're
stomping. He's hoofing the ground. He's snorting.
wait, Yunara, I'm guessing you're avoiding the mud as best as you can and holding
I was-
tight.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I was going to fall off, but I would hope a 21 is enough to be able
Oh
to
yeah,
keep on.
you stay on. You stay on.
Daenerys is just taking the mud directly to the face without flinching.
Just imagine PB gets a face full of mud, does the bender thing where little wipers just clean off his eyes.
So he points in the direction. So I'm gonna. Where's my measuring? There it is. So going in that direction, I hope you guys can see the ruler.
Mm-hmm.
Well, toodle pip. Have a good day.
Likewise, may we see you again.
Skip in peace, little frog creature.
Yep. I would leap, not skip. Skipping is for children.
Database
Daenerys is
updated.
mental note of this. Yeah.
Leap in peace, little frog creature.
Toodle pip.
Command unknown. He just walks off.
Brandy does her best to keep on skipping like she had before, from mold earth block to mold earth block, in line with the party.
Brandywine, before you move any further, I
Uh-oh.
need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
I am brilliant at those, I think.
Welcome
Oh,
to the
no.
Wild.
Is this normal?
Charisma saving throw.
Normal charisma saving throw. I have nothing that will help me.
As you're skipping along, trying to keep a front intact with your friends, you start hearing some strange melody coming from somewhere within the lake before you. But at first, you thought it was pleasant, being all sweet and alluring, until you hear this very distinct screeching, and it almost makes your ears bleed, and you shake off whatever that melody is and trying to keep in touch with your friends.
Did it sound similar to my friend at the carnivals?
Nope.
No. Hmm. Nope. She jumps off. And, oh no. She runs into sorcerer. Just kind of jumped off of her mud block without really looking where she was going.
Is sorcerer here?
He exists, but his mind is apparently not present at the moment.
Mind is lost.
He's lost.
So Brandywine slams into you. What do you do, sir?
Did you mean to do that?
There's something in the water, and I figured it was best to be next to everyone else. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. That time.
Why were you in the water? You mean you can't? Can you see through water?
No, I just wanted to stand on top of the water.
On top of the water,
Well,
like
technically,
water
it's just
walking.
no. Well, I think I could have done that, but not right now. No, it was just mud from the riverbed. But there's something else in the water. It didn't sound very nice. You want to go looking for it with me?
He nods his head no.
She puts her hands over her mouth.
Nods no.
I didn't mean to say that, except yes, I did, but not in this context.
Maybe we talk about this later. But,
Are you okay?
No, but I don't really want to talk about it. Just want to, save the kids.
Oh,
Save the children.
yeah, but if it's something else that's preventing you from focusing on saving the kids, isn't that something you might need to talk about?
Well, as he's gesturing towards himself, as you remember that he is a muscular man who's basically only wearing like a less wrestler's like bottom in a mask.
Zangief.
Like, well, not all conversations, even if they needed to happen, should necessarily happen while walking through the swamp.
She looks left, right. I suppose.
At least give me a towel or something before we have that conversation.
What kind of conversation is requiring a towel?
The necessary kind. As he rolls his eyes back a little bit. Yes, let's keep going and try not to stray too much into the water. Last time I couldn't see something in the water, some kind of spooky thing tried to grab my leg.
Huh.
Yeah, and I'm guaranteeing you this. I ain't pulling your leg. He continues walking.
She looks at the shoreline for a moment and quickly goes back behind Sorcerer.
As the rest of you find the wooden path as the bullywug instructed, you see before you looming above a ramshackle wooden pier is a balloon anchored by 4 thick ropes tied around wooden posts driven deep into the mire. The balloon's bladder expands and sags at irregular intervals as swamp gas fills it briefly before leaking out through various tears in its patchwork fabric. A bullywug stands near the top of the ladder and is using a long silver needle and a spool cut catgut to sew up one of the openings. A second bullywug stands at the foot of the ladder to steady it. Huddled nearby are 3 giant frogs whose long tongues snap up passing insects.
Excuse me, sir.
What? And the one that turns his head is the one holding the ladder. Oh, outsiders. And
Yes.
unlike the others that you've seen, this too is not dressed all fancy like. He is dressed in almost muddied attire, what looks like what's it called? Golderoys?
Corduroy?
Onesie suit.
Corduroy?
Corduroy, thank you.
Like overalls?
A corduroy
Overalls.
jumper?
Yes. But he looks at you, and as he's trying to keep a hold onto the ladder with the one that's currently sewing the balloon up above.
Do you know where we could find the monarch of these lands?
Just follow the path, the one you're on.
What happens if you don't skip down it?
I mean, you're on land. Nothing's happening.
Yes,
You
we
can
were
skip
told
if
to
you want.
skip.
No, that's for the stone bridge. It's a saying because the stone bridge is so spaced apart, but for us frogs, we're able to skip along it. But since you guys are not bullywugs, you might have to leap or jump.
Oh, so nothing actually bad happens? It's just a hazard?
Well, I
there's
mean,
no
you
guardrails
just
or
don't want to
anything?
fall in the water. Just don't fall in the water.
What's in the
And you'll
water?
be fine. Well, lots of things. What are you asking?
Do any of them sing badly?
No, not that I know of.
Do any of them sing well?
Not that I know of.
You tell
You
me
know anyone-
manatees aren't real, aren't canon?
What? Wait, what?
You're telling me manatees aren't real in the Feywild?
What's a manatee?
What's a manatee?
It's a
Oh, the
sea cow.
humanity.
Oh, jeez.
You know what?
Alright, we all take some psychic damage there.
Oh, my head.
It's like if a cow and
What's a cow?
dolphin. You can't tell me you don't know what a cow is.
Insight check. I have to know what a cow
How is
is.
this person not?
I have to be yanking a leg, yanking a chain.
Sure, you can roll an insight check.
I will roll. I will definitely roll an insight check.
Oh,
The man is. I shouldn't say man. I should say the bullywug is looking at you confused. He is speaking the truth. He does not know what a cow is.
Don't have a cow, man.
If you don't know what, yeah, you don't have manatees.
anyways, what are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm holding a ladder. What are you doing?
Well, what are you? Plural, all of you, and your 3 friends there.
We're fixing the balloon. Are you oblivious?
Just new in town. We're here to see an execution.
Aha. Right. You get a load of these guys. Damn, I think they're gonna see execution. That's funny. I know, right?
Maybe 2.
Perhaps several, depending on how long we're here. It seems many people do not survive adulthood in this land.
You can see the frog, the bullywog in front of you looks at you with a very panicked look, and then looks up to the one on the ladder. Should we alert the guards? I don't know, but I don't want to fall, so keep a hold of the ladder. Right. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just be on our way now. Thank you for your time. And Yanara is going to do the best she can to try to urge the ox forward.
The ox grumbles a little, groans, and then starts moving.
Peacefoot holds the piece of paper in his hand, looks at them way out in the water, steps gingerly into the water, sees it's deep, looks again, and sighs
Roll me
a
athletics,
digital sigh.
please.
Wait, what?
A digital
PB, roll me athletics.
Ooh, okay.
Uh-oh.
I always like PB to be one of those old like analog computers. Like the Iron
Now, this
Giant.
isn't technically targeting you. This is targeting the paper.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's worse.
It's okay. We have mending.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Guys, it's okay. We got
Uh,
mending and prestidigitation.
I don't think you could unmend what's about to happen. Wait,
Okay, so it didn't roll me. It didn't roll on.
I don't think mending is gonna fix this.
Oh, for the creature? No. What PB's gonna do to this creature? Mending and revivifying ain't gonna fix.
Oh no. Oh well.
I always
No.
wanted toad leather boots.
Well, yeah, it took the paper out of your hand
What
and it
did?
swallowed it.
What did? Did PB see what took the paper?
The frog.
Ah,
Well, looks like we're going to prison.
Yanara has been swallowed by the ox. What the hell?
Starting.
What?
Wait,
You're
right
not
away.
Okay,
racist.
you're not. You're not being targeted. This shouldn't be targeting you whatsoever.
No, it's just
Maybe-
I'm
oh.
gone for some reason.
You're
You're right
on top
weird.
of the ox.
Oh,
you're on
I
top
don't.
of
My
the-
screen.
I totally don't see myself. I'm gonna refresh.
Alright.
Continue. Sorry.
There you go. Yeah, I moved you.
Oh crap.
So, with that 8 on sadly, like I said, your paper is taken from your hands. It is now inside this giant frog's gullet.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh no. Oh no.
May the gods help this frog.
Shit,
It's
command
out of
doesn't
our hands
work, it
now.
doesn't-
Um,
Okay, so PB
oh,
PB kind of looks
dear.
at the frog, looks at the empty hands, look at the frog. Query: do you understand what I am saying?
You just hear a very deep, resonant croak.
He looks over at the two bullywogs. Are you two able to retrieve the parchment that your thing just ate?
Dope. If you really want it back, you might have to wait a few days.
Oh dear.
This unit has prepared the funeral rites for funerary rites. All right.
Sir, it's just a piece of paper. If you want a piece of paper, go to the
This unit
burning
can cast
factory.
funeral rites 4 times.
PP, maybe I can make you another paper. I don't know if it's wise to inflict funeral rites here. There are many of them, and not as many of us.
Nonsense, we could take them.
Tomros, please.
Wish I were the
I-
paladin right now.
I'm an
Question:
enabler.
What's your question?
Could this be considered a beast for the purpose to speak with animals?
The giant frog?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yes.
I think so.
You just hear as he's attempting to do the ritual, ribbit, 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 coming from the sorcerer. As he's trying to learn how to speak frog. Ribbit. Ribbit.
Oh my God, he's gone native.
All right. So it takes you 10 minutes to do this.
Yeah.
So you're okay.
So it's gonna be a while.
Let's see.
Kind of-
How can I get my paper back?
Please avoid
Before
murdering
the
the frog for 10 minutes.
Before the yeah.
I can turn into a giant toad, frog. Huh.
Granted, then again, people wouldn't necessarily.
I mean, listen, look, near your feet, there is my satchel. There should be some paper in there. You can take how much whatever you want.
Statement. It is not about the paper, but is the act against violating the terms and conditions of peace that this peace is now performed. This is akin to sacrilege of this unit's particular programming objective.
Technically, it's a creature doing its own thing. I mean, it's in a peaceful state right now, so it's just a piece of paper.
It has declared itself an enemy of peace.
You're really getting mad over a piece of paper.
PB? PB.
PP is not responding to you. He is just glaring.
PB,
Blood God.
sorcerer is-
Throne.
Sorcerer's trying to talk to the frog.
Rabbit.
Just needs a little bit of time. We don't need to do anything that might result in not peacefulness. Yet. I mean, it would be fun, but maybe not until after we've met the king.
I would agree with Brandy. I can make you another paper, I promise.
We're still getting a stupid piece of paper back, but just not killing anything for it yet.
PB kind of turns, like swivels his head a little bit. Statement. It is not about the paper. It is about the act of what you did. By engulfing the terms and conditions, it has declared itself an enemy of peace.
Well, to be fair, PB, it didn't know that it was terms and conditions when it swallowed it. You hadn't offered it yet.
Hmm.
It's not about the paper. It's about sending a message.
By this time, you are now able to understand the croakings around you.
Phoebe's having a
Frog saying.
moment of doubt.
You just hear three frogs talking about, that one tasted a little hot and spicy. Really? Mine tasted a little vinegary. It was disgusting. You think that was worse? That one was mine, whatever, what I just snatched was dry as a bone. And it tastes and wet.
Could you
If that ever makes sense.
Hey, I hate to break in your conversation here, which I'm sure is going to sound absolutely insane to the rest of the party. It's like, ribbit. I hate to break the conversation here, but that thing you just ate, can you, give it back? He pulls out a potato.
What's that?
What else can you use a potato with 5 punches left in it?
What is that?
It's
Brandy
a
just
potato.
quickly pats on her own pocket to make sure it's not her potato. And I imagine it's the one from the beginning of the campaign.
Yes.
As tubers and stuff starting to come out.
Yep.
It's fertilized.
Statement. Man formerly known as Sorcerer asked this beast if his intent was to violate the terms and conditions in an act of sacrilege,
He had
or if
put-
it truly is unknown.
He puts the hand over to P-Spot and tells him, quiet, I'm talking to him. But yes. Rabbit, if you give me the paper, I can give you this potato. It is not spicy.
What is potato, Ribbit?
It's like, what plants do you know?
Potatoes.
I eat flies, dragonfly, bugs, worms. Potatoes are not familiar to me.
Does anybody have conjure swarm or something like that?
Do you eat
Infestation.
mushrooms? Is that part of your diet?
Some bugs grow mushrooms. Taste funny. Give swirls.
This is like if you had a bunch of bugs kind of like squished together. He kind of does a little squishy thing over it. Kind of a little dense, but doesn't really have too much of a taste to it.
This toad is now in front of your face. It's almost the same size as you, and it's almost very imposing. It's giant, green, warty body, and it's
Wait, is it a
unfazed
medium or a
eyes.
large?
It's a medium-sized frog.
It's a pretty sizable frog.
He was a big boy.
But for me to give you this potato, I would like the paper back. My friend is emotionally attached to that piece of paper.
It won't be pretty.
I don't care if it's pretty or not.
Mm.
And he doesn't either. As long as he gets his paper back, he'll fix everything else from it.
I will try my best. Look the other way. And he steps away from all of you as you hear, and then you just see all of his stomach protrude out of his mouth
Oh,
and
God.
flats onto the ground. And Beast just stepped right in it.
Fee steps quickly, hops off of Dumplemorph if this happens, and in as quickly as she can, grabs the paper and starts to do mending on what's left of it.
He goes over and offers the potato over to
Besides the paper, though, there is other things inside around what was splattered on the ground.
Oh, good.
Bag of holding? Orb of annihilation?
Immovable rod?
No.
Akina's left hand.
Flies.
Vecna's
Very.
right hand?
Man,
A
forming
small child.
sorcerers.
Small child. Sorry.
What did the amphibian have to say about the reason he did this?
Well, what was bursted out of before we say anything?
Yeah.
What bursted out of him? You actually find a cloak, just all nasty looking and covered in goop, and you find several vials, red vials, which is unscathed as they kind of roll across the deck.
One goopy cloak.
Does Fee recognize these red vials?
Oh yeah, it's definitely potions of healing, and PB, your detect magic is going off.
Oh,
PB doesn't care about that right now. PB wants an answer. Was this an act of war against him, basically?
The sorcerer will act intermediary. My friend
you
who's
need to be
emotionally attached to the paper wants to know why you ate the paper.
It moved. Instincts. I snatched like fly.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Here, potato. He holds out the potato.
He eyes it for a moment, and it's very tenseful as he stares at it before you just see, within a quick blink, his tongue lashing out, grabbing the potato in your hand. You feel its almost sticky tongue before it retracts back and goes into his mouth, and you just hear that weird, sickening crunch as it's just slightly bitten into before it's being swallowed. It dry.
Is that the one that was in your
Utterly.
pants? Oh god.
It's seasoned.
No more ass potato.
Damn.
It tastes funny.
One could say earthy.
Yeah, it comes from.
Oh, he's
the-
okay.
He does not catch sepsis of the mouth.
Bursts into flames.
Sepsis of the mouth.
Sorcerer looks over to
Horrific.
PB. I guess apparently the paper kind of like moved a little bit, and so flies move. So nothing personal.
Hmm.
Maybe they should invent like stiff paper. Oh wait, no, they already had that. It's called tablet.
I mean, they do have.
Okay,
They
bye.
have paper that is better than this. But it would take some time for me to. I'll manufacture it. It's. Never mind. Here, PP. Here is your paper. I mended it as best I could. It may still have
He
some
takes
slime
it.
on it.
He takes it, nods in approval, but you notice that he kind of still is eyeing the frog as it's going away. He stores that paper, takes out his booklet, rips out another piece of paper, and you see him start scribbling something on it that says unpeaceful and just writes down frog with a question mark.
Fee then begins to gather up the potions of healing. How many are there? You said 3? Or
5.
5.
5 potions of healing and a cloak that has some magic attached to it.
Yeah, so the ox has gone over to the cloak and taken it in his mouth and is cleaning it of the other goop.
Ew.
Now it is covered in glowy ox goop instead of the alternative. And could he also make a Arcana check to identify it?
You can
The
roll your
ox?
Arcana check.
Yes, the ox.
Well, the
Would I
ox
happen to get advantage because it's an ancient celestial creature?
No.
Fair, but can I roll the flat check?
Does your ox know magic? Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but check.
Sure.
Magic.
Nat 20.
He's a
Nat 20.
magic
Nat 20.
being. Come on. Ah!
Holy.
Oh my god!
You manifested it into being.
What should I do with this power?
Well,
Just tasted this magic before.
you, yeah, the ox. I don't know how the ox knows it,
He's
but
an
for
ancient
some
being.
reason, in
Just roll with it.
his age of time, he recognizes it as his other previous owners have used it several times in their escapades. You find it to be the cloak of invisibility.
Bleh. He spits the cloak out onto the ground.
Ah! It seems my friend here has identified our newest addition to our armory. It's a cloak of invisibility.
Oh, that's quite a rare artifact. Wait, why would a frog have it in his gullet?
Maybe we should open up the other ones.
No, I don't think so. I think we need to perhaps focus on either meeting this king or going to see this witch.
Okay, but before we go, who wants dibs?
Well, I could see Gek being terrifying if he was no longer visible.
By no circumstances ever should we give it to Gek.
I think that's more a threat to our party than to anything else in the world if Gek turns invisible.
Well, as long as you keep the leash on Gek, and even if he goes invisible, that's fine. It's when the leash is slack and there's nothing inside of it that you should be worried.
Is
Yeah,
that
it's called a
really
nightmare.
a-
Maybe we give it to literally anyone else.
Yeah, I don't.
I think
that's the path we
Peacebot would
should
be
take.
really funny.
Technically, it says anything you are carrying or wearing is invisible with you. So, despite having the leash on Gek, you have no idea where it will be.
So
Yeah,
the
let's,
leash is
let's not.
invisible until he leaves the leash.
Like an early
can't wait for
warning
this.
system.
Well, I mean, I could hold on to it if we don't want to give it out right now, but oh, here, everyone, take one of these.
And Fee will hand out the potions of healing. I think the only person who doesn't get one ends up being herself and probably
Peacebot will, like,
Peacebot.
refuse it to give it to, yeah, say who'd refuse
Yeah.
one.
Tamiros doesn't really need it because he has lay on hands handy, so he'll also forgo his.
Okay, so Fee, Sorcerer, Yanara, Gek, and Brandy all get a potion of healing.
Super. So I gotta find where is the potion of healing.
You can just import it in, yeah.
Well, I gotta find where to import it from.
Little
I think I found it.
three
Okay.
dots up in the top right corner.
Everything is in the SRD one, right? Like
Yeah.
everything
Pretty much.
conventional? Okay.
Why did he get a hooked short spear? Who's giving him crap?
My god. He's developed tool use.
Where to go? Where to go? There we go. Hey, hosies. The other two frogs are minding their own business as they're now ignoring you, as if you pose no threat now. But the one holding the ladder still looks over at PB, but then quickly looks away. Do you still glare in their direction, PB?
Oh, he's glaring not at the bullywise, he's glaring at the frog. Like the frog. He's just watching it basically leave and just keeping an eye on it.
Yep, the frogs are
Yes.
just doing their own thing. They're just hopping around, going
It
in the
doesn't matter.
water, then going up into the lily pads, just talking
He has
amongst
deemed them a
themselves.
disruptor of the peace, so
Trust has been
he does
broken.
not trust them anymore.
But as you're like all waiting and everything, you have a light source. Just follow the wooden path. You're on it right now. It's that way.
Statement. Thank you. Leap in peace, little
Leap
amphibian.
and priest.
As for the other ones, and he stares again across the way at the frogs. May you find peace in the bottom of hell. And he just walks off.
Jeez.
Like the frog can understand that.
That's basically his sacred text as the paper, and he ate it.
If it's such a sacred text, why is it so easily eatable?
That is the greatest mystery of life. Peace is a fleeting and fragile thing. It's also paper, is all I got.
Should laminate it and like handcuff it to
It
your
is a
wrist.
good idea to keep in touch with. Once PB walks out of your distance, you are all surrounded by thick green mist. Those
Oh,
who don't
that's
have
right.
dark vision. Just a forewarning.
Wait, I think Gek is the only one with dark vision out of everyone,
No.
unless gnomes.
Gnomes have it, and Dumplemorph has it. Tomos
have
has
it.
it.
The
Warforged
sun
has
lights
it.
my way always.
But as you are following this path, nothing really happens, and then eventually you start seeing a row of boulders spaced 2 feet apart, reaching the surface of the lake to form what looks to be like a walking path. And you barely can see the other side, but it seems doable. And again, you look at it, and for the toads, the bullywogs, it seems more like a walking path, but for those who don't have leaping, it may be a little bit of a challenge.
Query.
Hmm.
Brandywine, was it? Can you create a bridge using the same machinations and spells you did to create your little skipping path?
Maybe for someone one at a time. She looks over into the water and experimentally does mold earth to try and raise some steps in between. Like, is the earth? So it's 5-foot cubes, and I can do 2 of them at a time while concentrating.
The one right before you forms, but the second one that goes in between the 2 rocks, it's harder, or it takes a longer time to actually form. But it almost, within what looks to be like 2 minutes, you see a small rock form. Not really stable.
No, that's not going to work. She releases it and that turns to mud and whatever else.
Blood.
Blood, skeletons, other detritus that's considered earth now. You know what? I might have something else that can do. So a large creature is able to carry 1 or 2 on them, right?
Yeah, and then have half movement. And then with the
If I
water.
turned into a toad and I had people on me, could I just clear the gap by jumping with them on my back?
You can certainly try.
Well, the theme of this particular attraction, I know it's not exactly a carnival, seems to be things that are slimy, mucousy, and have really long tongues. I think I know how to solve this logistical problem. And Brandy does a little flourish. As she tries to remember how to do this. Aha. Maybe?
Uh-huh.
Perhaps? No, that didn't do it. Damn it.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying
He's
to
trying
turn...
to polymorph.
Wild
yeah,
shape.
Or
trying
wild
to
shape.
polymorph.
Grab the
Or, yeah.
token, drag it onto your sheet. You have I think you're all your
Oh.
So grab from the right side and drag
Yeah.
that onto Brandywine's sheet.
Ka-thung. And Brandywine, with a flash of turquoise light, becomes a giant toad. Looks around.
Concern.
And the celestial lighting of there's like little the kind of like tattoos and spatterings of luminescent marks similar to her wings. As god damn it, I should have put my wings on first. No. Anyways, she croaks. Although sorcerer can still speak frog, right? Or
Yes.
amphibian.
Yes. Ribbit.
Whoa. This is weird. Where's the paper? I want to see if it has the same reactions as they had.
Oh, Peacebot
Yeah.
has his mason shield up and is just glaring at you.
He
That's
said
a terrible idea.
He said it was tasted terrible, actually. Like really dry.
As he's talking about this, you see a fly in the distance, and your immediate reaction is your tongue lashes out, going,
Wisdom.
"Sure, you can do a wisdom to say not be froggy like." Nope,
Oh, no.
You snatch that fly.
PB flinches.
It's not that great. Tastes gross. But you're a frog. You don't mind.
Toad.
Whatever. Toad.
Well, who's first? I don't like this form.
The sorcerer will try to get on Brandy Frog's back. Brandy Toad's back, and
Froggy wine.
Froggy
It is
wine.
really gross walking or getting up on her backside. It's sticky mucus is
Like-
forming and
Like the rest of this swamp isn't gross, or whatever the heck we saw with the frog or toad unloading its stomach out.
So, a long jump is 20 feet.
mm-hmm.
I only have half speed.
Mm-hmm. So you can only do 10 feet.
What if you get a
Drag,
running
where's the
start?
jump calculator? Are we just going to hand wave?
I'm
Run
just
the
hand waving it.
calculations. Okay. Well, one giant leap forward. Boing.
Beautiful. I need you to roll me a dexterity check, please.
Oh boy.
Same with you, sorcerer, as you are keeping a hold of Brandywine.
Is it normal?
Normal.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well deserved, frog.
Oh, did you roll twice?
No.
Says you rolled twice. Oh, you rolled a
No.
wisdom saving throw. I was like, wait a minute.
That was from before for the for
That
That was
fly.
earlier for the fly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Apologies.
Would you think dangerous sense would apply?
For you?
It
Yes.
says saving throw, but I just wanted to see if that's
It's an effect
Yeah.
you can see. So if it's an effect he can see, then yeah.
So I rolled a nat 1, and what did sorcerer?
not disadvantage. I need add advantage. Not that's gonna matter. 17.
All right. So this is what happens. Brandywine, you leap forward in your toad-like form. Your webbed feet collides into the middle of the rock, but then it starts to shake underneath you and vibrate. And now it's rising out of the water, and you fall off into the water. Sorcerer, you feel this vibration going on with Brandywine, and you immediately hop off onto this rising rock. And then you see, excuse me, this large elemental rock start to take form.
Oh no!
Who disturbs my slumber?
Oh, he's a tiny little guy.
This is his head that popped
He's a
out.
little guy. He's a
Oh,
little
it's
guy.
just okay.
We are looking to
Wait.
get across this chasm of water.
You must apologize. I
I'm
was
sorry.
sleeping.
I'm sorry we woke you up.
Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Now we must answer his riddles 3.
I only got a proficiency in performance.
Oh.
You see his eyes almost flash a very dangerous yellow brown before growling on very earthily, like,
No, that did not come from deep in your soul. You must sing to me and apologize.
That's right. What you
He's-
say? You seem to him?
ding!
Oh, sing to him and apologize. Uh,
He's speaking common, the
I'm
elemental.
speaking common.
Okay. Brandy is thinking to herself, "Where's Yan? She knows how to sing."
I mean, those who actually can see what's happening is actually PB. PB, you just see this giant, well, what looks like a boulder talking and shaking back and forth in its spot. And you just see a very giant toad floating in between the other two stones, and Sorcerer standing on top of this particular stone. I'm going to move it. Sorry.
I mean, do I hear the
Yeah.
stone elemental?
Oh, yeah,
talking?
you hear this. Yeah. I mean, all of you can hear an earthy tone talking, but you're the one who can see it.
you want a song?
Hmm.
Do you have a kind of song you want, or just any song?
You must sing to apologize.
You know Wonderwall.
Tell them. You should tell them that Yan can sing for us. She's good at that.
It must be sung with feeling.
Under the sea, under the sea. Darling,
Oh,
it's
no.
better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the
Roll
shore.
me.
In hearing this, can I
Mm-hmm.
Turn
can
off
I cast
auditory
enhance ability on sorcerer and give him Eagle's Splendor?
Is enhance ability, does it require you to touch, or is it a range spell?
I believe is it touch? I thought it was range, but I might be insane. Never mind, it's
It's
touch.
touch.
Then I will just guidance it. I have to touch. Never mind, I cannot touch him.
Shoot a rocket fist over at him.
I didn't realize how much things.
Can I provide a musical advantage by being a toad that croaks? And hopefully won't croak due to this encounter?
Sure.
I have a +3 to performance. Also, what
As a
about you?
toad?
I also have a +3 performance.
You're the performer. Go. I also can't sing.
I will spare everyone else the eardrums. Should I roll it normal or at advantage? Or
It's with
disadvantage?
advantage with the croaking assistance from Brandywine.
As we sing Under the Sea.
It's a real funky trap beat.
17.
He nods his head to the rhythm.
That is great feeling. I accept your apology.
Thank you. Sorry, I disturbed your slumber.
Yes.
Skipper friends can come too.
Well, before you go back to sleep, I have about 5 or 6 friends that need to cross from any points to where he came from. There to where you need to go. There. Is there a way we can do it without disturbing your slumber?
I stay in this place because this is my home. But if I dare move, it will take a long time to me to travel. So I guess I can stay awake, but be very careful stepping on my head.
Oh boy.
We'll make sure we don't step on your head there.
Oh, and I must say, ignore the singing, the other songs along the way.
Ignore the sirens. Got it.
No, they're not sirens.
Cock my head.
No, ignore the
I-
other singing.
The marrows. Very carnivorous. They don't mind
Wow.
frogs. But you.
You see as the giant rock finger comes out of the water and taps you in the stomach.
You, on the other hand, is a fresh meal.
Would I know what a marrow is? Because one of my other best friends at the carnival is a mermaid.
You can roll me a history check.
Advantage?
No.
Oh. Why can't I roll above a 10 tonight?
You do not know what a marrow is.
Bone marrow? Why would the inside of a skeleton be wanting to eat a human? Anyways.
So it wants your skin. Because it's a skeleton. Okay, we will
Anyways, be careful on your way.
definitely be careful.
Better plug your ears as you go.
Okay, I'll make sure I put in earplugs.
Cotton is preferable. What is these earplugs?
Just thinking about what he has in his inventory. I'll think of something.
Very well, but would you mind getting back on your frog friend? Thank you.
Yes, there should be 5 more of us that we'll need to cross, so...
And the ox!
Oh, yeah, and one of them's a little big, so I guess to make that 6. Because he's a beast of burden.
You watch as the rock turns slowly in place to look at all of you. All of you see just some beady eyes, brown, dark, black, almost black eyes looking over in your direction. And you just see the rest of his hand raise, and you just see him wave very slowly.
The ox stares directly into the creature's eyes and nods.
I mean, we've established
Fold
the
out
ox is a
paper
good
in
swimmer.
anticipation.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
ox can
think
just
we
swim
want to be in
across.
the water. Anyways, could we speed things along by saying it's a ferry everyone via Brandy Toad?
Toady wine.
Toady wine.
Yeah, do you have anything to plug your ears with?
We'll be fine, I'm sure.
I am a toad,
True.
and my inventory is currently in Hammerspace.
You're okay. With the knowledge sorcerer that you have ascertained, do you tell the others of this information before crossing?
Yes.
Okay. Those of you who have anything to block your ears, you should be fine. As you are being ferried across one by one to the other side.
Well, PB just turns his ears off, and the equivalent of blocking his ears, but if anyone has the ability to conjure flame or heat metal in a sense, I do have a candle that you could melt down for the wax.
Fee's got little scraps of clothing or whatnot. She just immediately pulls out her scalpel and cuts little earplugs for as many people that need them. Using,
And as the rest of
any
you-
various bandages or whatnot she's got in her healing kits.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't have my aura yet. That's next level. Damn it.
PB is still very concerned.
Eventually, as you guys all cross over to the other side, you do see a wooden structure that stands on stilts above the lake. It is topped by a steep conical roof made of thatch. Smoke curls up from a hole at its apex. Its windows are blacked out, and the air carries the smell of burned wood. The clothesline attached to one corner of the building's exterior is hung with a variety of frayed patchwork garments.
Curious.
And then eventually you actually see a toad scrambling outside the door with several buckets in hand and flopping onto his webbed feet as he tries to gather towards the shore to get more swamp water. And he pauses for a second and looks at you all. Help me, don't just stand there, the building's on fire! And then he immediately starts filling him back up and starts hopping towards the burning building.
Oh, that's a firelight, not just a torch.
Oh. He didn't seem nearly panicked enough for, putting out a burning building, but okay. Tamiris is gonna rush over. Wait, hold on. Do I have... God, that's in the other campaign. I keep thinking I have stuff. I don't have stuff. Does anybody have, create water or shape water or something?
I know. Brandy's gonna drop her transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And where's that fire? Just like this
Inside the
entire
building.
area?
Inside the building.
And I'm gonna cast Sleet Storm.
You can certainly try.
If I can remember how to... And...
PVC, the random thing. Oh, hi. Never mind.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
This should be fine, right?
Yes, a hostile spell on a bunch of people we have only just met.
It's not hostile.
It won't hurt
It doesn't
them.
hurt anyone.
Just makes them all fall down and get chilly.
Exposed
Just summon
flames
some
and...
snakes.
The music has
oh, the
changed.
music.
Fuck.
Oh no.
As you
Wait.
cast Sleet Storm upon the building, you watch as the fire ignites even higher,
What?
and it is now taking over the whole building. As you hear voices start to chant inside.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh my god, it's an
And you
electric
hear-
vehicle fire. It's thermal runaway.
My detect. Okay, I guess detect magic would be going off with the sleet storm, but do I see anything magical about the fire itself then, or is that now obscured by the?
It's really hard to tell with the sleet storm going on, but you hear the screaming of the frog going inside.
Brandy, I don't think it's working. Please, remove your spell.
Oh, it'll take just a second. It should work. Ice and fire don't like each other, right?
We can all tell that the fire is growing brighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brandy, you can see that the fire is growing brighter. Please, whatever it is, it does not agree with your spell.
Fine. And she ends concentration on it.
Yes, it seems like we must fight fire with fire!
He charges the building.
Roll, all of you, roll the initiative,
Initiative?
please. Not investigation.
Investigation. Yes, the house is on fire.
It's quiet. It isn't fire.
There's no combat encounter in your viewed scene.
Han.
Oh,
It will be in
no.
a second.
Doused by the wrong source of water. I am so sorry. Does anybody have AoE?
Bear with me.
Why? Tomaros, you got any holy water? Maybe that's what we
where's the
Yes,
initiative
but it's all
thing?
mine.
So it's
Okay.
you just select everybody, and then it's the little
Mhm.
the shield and swords when you right click them.
Beautiful.
Okay, who's gonna be the luck magnet for Gek? Oh my god, I'm playing a caster and I got a natural 20 for initiative? It's the first time I've rolled above an 11.
It beat me by 0.04 somehow.
I rolled with advantage and rolled a 6 and a 7.
I will remove Bippy, the Ox, and Mechamorph because you guys are using them as bonus action.
Correct. Yeah. Well, Mechamorph acts on his own turn. But his
Sorry.
turn is my turn.
Okay.
I believe. Let me double check her real quick.
And everybody has rolled.
Seems to be.
Beautiful. Okay. With that being said, you hear the chanting going on inside. You hear screams coming in as the fire is not affected by the sleet storm, as it instead grows even further. And even the heat from inside is now coming out on the outside, and you all can feel it. And you hear the chanting grow louder. Unbeknownst to you, one of them seems to, something like a spark of light just comes towards the toad. Yes.
Yeah.
It misses. And that will end its turn. Brandywine is now your turn.
Oh.
Your sleet storm is still over this building.
I did
And-
end the concentration on it.
You did end. Okay, thank you. Sorry. It is now your turn.
Oh boy. She steps back from her mistake, hand over mouth, and says, I'm sorry that I shouldn't help anymore. I shouldn't. Then she is going to cast Bless on these 3 people. And I have no bonus actions that I want to use. Do I get anything for that natural 20, or is it just I got to go first?
With that natural 20, you're able to remove your sleet storm. You can take a free. You're acting right after this one coal, so you still have one free action for that natural 20. So you can move closer to see what's inside.
Can I roll Arcana, maybe? 'Cause that's not a
Sure.
normal fire. Yeah. Ooh. Maybe drawing on my time in the Feywild and in the Carnival.
So with your Arcana, watching as your particular spell did not hold an effect and made it worse, And hearing this chanting, it confuses you for a second, but you sense that there is a lot of magic going on, and technically, what's going on inside from what you can peer from your angle, you see these actual fire sparks moving and jumping about. You recognize them to be animated coals. Very vicious little tiny things and very annoying if they are not put out correctly. And they do multiply if they're not taken care of at a certain time. And you do realize, with the 21, if they all join together, they can make one angry fire elemental. So time's ticking.
So, with that information, Randy's going to say, that wasn't the right way to put them out, but we can't let them all become one big fire. Gotta stop them from being one giant bark.
All right. So, okay, without you all knowing what's happening on the inside,
Whack.
you hear a very, very blistering screech coming from inside as the frog that you encountered earlier is from unknowingly being burned, and that it's its turn. It is now the frog's turn, excuse me, as he's trying to splash the current coals with the swamp water that he got out of the bucket, or the bucket he was carrying. So he is going to attack with this one. I'm gonna use this as a spear attack because I don't really have a bucket. So all right. That one is now distinguished. Trying to
Distinguished?
Sorry. Distinguished.
Distinguished.
Very classy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's a very classy Ember.
It's eating caviar and it has a monocle.
Yes.
It-
Well,
it- yeah,
I'd like to burn this
evaporate.
place right down with you and me in it.
All right. And he is going to look behind all of you. Hurry it up! Grab as much swamp water as you can!
I will.
And-
Oh wait, shit.
I will grab this fire and take it from the building by hand.
And this one is going to... All right, why aren't you... No. It's right there. These two combine, so they get bigger. So I'm just gonna remove one token and make it one. So it's gonna, excuse me 1 second. Okay. So this one is a bit bigger instead of tiny. It is now small. Okay, and then we'll move on to sorcerer.
Can we
My
get rid of
favorite-
this Fleet Storm, Aura?
It
Yeah.
should be gone.
Yeah, you might need to refresh.
I thought I deleted it.
Oh, for heaven's sake! I've had to refresh like 8 times tonight because shit isn't updating for me. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
my favorite part of the soul encounter right now is I can't see what's going on because I don't have dark vision.
I mean, there's fire.
I could just snip a picture for a second. I can see the house is on fire, and that's about it. So all things Key is describing, I'm like, oh, nice. I'll see that when I get inside. Is there anything that looks obviously like a bucket?
You see some scattered buckets along those cattails right here. Oh, why isn't my ping going off? I'm sorry. There you go.
Okay.
There should be.
Okay,
Roll me
so-
a quick investigation.
Investigation. I'm like, why do I have proficiency in investigation?
Yeah, from where you are standing, you see one bucket in the cattails.
Well, what Brandy was saying is true. Probably can't do much with anything else, so I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Am I close enough to the cattail? Do I need to move 25?
You can catch the. You find the bucket.
Okay. How much bonus action economy do I need to fill the bucket with water?
I'll say it's a bonus action to fill up the water bucket.
Okay. I will bonus action fill it with water. 25. This is gonna sound super weird. Can I see the house on fire? Because there's a wall here in Foundry, and I can't tell whether the house is on fire on the outside or just the inside.
On the outside, you see fires reaching up along the walls as you're standing outside, and through the gap of the doorway, you see little bits of fire just igniting in different things, from charred chairs to sorry, what are them called? Curtains being catching on fire real fast, and you even see the frog, the backside of him, as he's swinging the buckets that he currently brought in.
Okay, I guess 2 more questions. One, is this particular object down here a natural fire or an unnatural fire?
I'm representing it as the fire being of this place, so the whole place is on fire.
Okay. You know what? I will try and ask. How far can I yeet the water from the bucket? I assume I could probably throw it. I'm not sure it'll be very effective.
Throw it.
But
You can roll me athletics check.
yeah, let's roll some athletics. Okay, what does a 25 get me? If I
Alright,
start throwing
so
the
you
water
throw
through the
the-
window.
Yeah, you throw the water right through this the window, the nearest window you can see, and you see as this water just spirals and everything. You hear this very screeching sound as you actually contact the one that actually morphed itself to grow bigger. And go ahead and roll me a 1d8 roll for me, please, plus your proficiency.
I think if we're +3 proficiency right now.
Correct.
Yep.
Oh, it even has a little proficiency.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good.
All right. So you watch as that water splashes on what you can't really see, but you watch as the fire dies down a little, and that particular coal is now gone. The one that grew bigger.
Oh. Oh. More water! More water! Where's end my turn? Oh, because I can't read.
Okay.
Oh, the end of my turn.
The other one will try to run up and try to grow once more with the other one. And that one is morphed with purple. And you can see this from the window, Sorcerer, as you see another flicker of flame jump, and then you see it twist and turn as it starts to grow bigger. And I will make that into Purple's roll. But that will end its turn. Yunara, it is now your turn.
Okay, well, I can't fucking see, so I guess I'm gonna have to get down off the ox, and I'm just gonna run up to the door. I'm not gonna run inside. I'm just going to get close enough to be able to look inside. I can't see, like, in terms of my token, I can't really see anything in there. But where is that? Can Yanara see where the rest of
Yes,
these
you-
embers are? Or okay,
Yes,
So-
you can see inside. So let me fix you because you're looking through this, so you should be able to see through the doorway.
I see the frog. That's
Okay. Let me help this out for you. 1 second.
yeah. I would appreciate that.
I will put a bulb inside. Come on now. Numlock, don't do this to me. Thank you. There you go. Can you see now?
Yes, thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
So,
Oop.
So this purple one is still up, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
this one over here.
Okay. So, she's been seeing Sorcerer, dunking water in. She heard Brandy shout about how we needed water. So, the only source of water that she has on her is her water skin. So what I would like to do is to get my water skin and then mage hand the water skin over top of the purple one, and with my mage hand dunk my water skin out over top of it. Can I do that?
You can certainly try.
Okay, what do I need to do?
So, I would say roll me roll me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Okay.
Yep.
Just straight?
With your mage hand, I'll make it an advantage.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Oh, look at that.
Oh, Jesus, 29. Okay. So how would you describe taking the water and spraying it onto the purple one?
So she just reaches down to her water skin and uncorks it, and then she just I'm trying to think of what, and then with her free hand, I'll say she just grabs her pan flute out, and she just plays a quick tune on the pan flute, and as she does so, this kind of like silvery hand just manifests and grabs the water skin, and it just flips over, and it just hovers precariously over that purple one for just a second before it just upends over itself, and just a deluge of water spills out of the water skin and just engulfs this thing.
Water
And this is fresh water, correct?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, was that bad?
As you try to douse the water with your fresh water, you watch as it dies down, but then 3 more sprout out of it.
Oh, fuck me. Well, now we know.
Now
sure.
you know.
So she sees this and just blinks for a second and just, shit. And so I'm still holding, my mage hand is still holding on to this thing. It's not like it dropped. But so would I be able to have, like, is that the only thing that my mage hand is able to do, or can the mage hand come back to me?
Your mage hand can come back to you.
So I'm just gonna bring the mage hand back to me, and I will, if I were to want to fill that with swamp water at this point, that would be another action, right?
Yes,
Okay.
as a bonus action, technically.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll just, oh, well, if it's a bonus action, can I go ahead and fill it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just send the mage hand over this way and just dunk the water skin, and then just to have it at the ready for when my next turn rolls around. And then in the meantime, I'll take my last 5 feet of movement to just step back this way,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
All right. All right, Peace Spot, it's your turn.
All right. So First things first, let's go ahead and targets. I think I need a target for that, don't I? Hold up. I think it's targets. I am going to choose up to 3 people. We are going to choose. Let's go choose. Would be the most likely to run in there.
Gag.
Guess you 3. Well, yeah, I guess. I don't think Gek needs this. Gek kind of just does his own thing. I am going to choose you 3 and form an emboldening bond.
Ooh.
So you get basically guidance to a bunch of shit for free in a sense.
Once
Mhm.
per turn, yep.
And then,
Cool.
because it's a feature, can I do a bonus action spell? Since it's not a...
It's
Okay, so
yeah, it's not a spell, so I would
So I can
say
cast...
yes.
Okay, so I can do a bonus action, because I do have a bonus action spell.
it's a
Here's
feature,
the-
so
Yeah,
it-
because I know the ruling for bonus action spells, you can't do it if you cast a first level spell as part of your action, but since it's not a spell, it's a feature, it's part
Yeah,
of
it's
my
not a level
domain.
spell.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
However, the secondary question I have,
Uh-huh.
if I cast Spiritual Weapon, can a bucket be a weapon?
It's a weapon
And
of
would it be
firefighter.
tangible enough, considering it can make force blows against creatures, would it be tangible enough, to my knowledge of the spell, to act as a bucket as its attack, fling water, basically? It's not going to be able to do it this turn, but
You know what? With the rule cool, I'll say yes.
so I will go ahead and cast my spiritual weapon in the form of... Why did it roll a die? Oh, because it rolled damage. Why did it roll? Okay, so it rolled damage for no reason right off the get-go. I don't think it attacks right on its turn, right?
No. It's
Well, what
Oh,
it
when you cast the spell, it says,
what it
okay.
did is make an attack. So
Okay.
it
But it does
just
say
attacked
when
the
you
water.
cast a spell, you can make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So instead of foregoing the fact that it's not actually swinging at anyone to make a melee attack, it's going to attack
I'll just
the water
I'll say
by
it
just
successfully.
scooping and throwing some water.
Yep, it did.
So I gotta imagine there's some clerical god out there that envisions bucket as their weapon of choice.
Anything else you want to do?
No, PB, that's PB's action right there. He feels at peace with what he's done. The fire is soothing, but
Beautiful.
and then end the turn.
All right. So, Inara, sorcerer PB, you watch as one spark jumps from a curtain and starts dashing towards the group of other bulls, and you watch as this thing, all 5 of them, turn into a fire elemental. So I will post that in there as it uses its ability to grow. And for the sake of brevity, I will wait until Fee's turn, until rolling its initiative in the initiative order.
okay.
So, Key, can I do that athletics check we talked about, where I like flip under the ox to gather a bunch of water in my armor and just run at them?
Oh my god.
Yeah, go for
Oh
it.
yeah.
You do get an extra D4.
1d4.
And you'll have another D4. Well, if it's an ability check, bless doesn't count. But
It is not an ability. Well, actually, is it an ability check?
grappling?
No, I'm not grappling. I am.
Athletics is a...
Yeah, athletics would be an ability check, so bless should not
get-
apply.
But you do get emboldening bond, so you get the D4 from that one.
Oh. Okay. It's not letting me roll without emboldening bond.
Just roll a 1d4
So
in the
just
end then.
just
No, it's
just
timing out. It's timing out. I give it 4.
just
3,
click the X.
2.
Click the. You can just click the X to not do it.
Oh, neat.
Okay.
How much water do I take into my armor?
You, with your rusty armor and with its poor condition, I say you gather what seems to be maybe 2 buckets load of
I'll take
water.
it. And was what I just did part of my movement, or is that considered an action or a bonus action?
Well, we'll say because you're on your ox, we'll say that it takes 5 feet to get to the water where you currently are, and then it's a bonus action to fill yourself up with the
Okay.
athletics. So,
Myself up.
so you
Yeah,
still have.
I'm gonna charge the ox into the building and just like eject as much water through my faceplate as I possibly can, like a little water gun.
Okay.
Good boy.
Okay. Target the creature and roll me the 1d20 plus your proficiency.
What is my proficiency? 3? 2?
3.
3.
This is like a improvised weapon.
Well, I mean, the ox did it, but it's a flat roll, so I guess it don't matter.
It actually surpasses it. So roll me 2d8 plus your proficiency.
It's 10 water damage. Your electronics are fucked.
And
Tomaros uses water gun. It's somewhat effective.
Okay. Super soakers.
it was very annoyed being sprayed by the swamp water, and I will say it's being doubled because that is very effective.
Ooh, super
But
effective.
it looks at you super effective. It looks at you very, very angrily. You, I sense the fire within you. You traitor, distinguishing my power.
Now, I only use fire for good things. Like funeral rites and violence.
And I'd like to use my extra attack to smack it once with my mace.
You can certainly try.
Why can't I? Oh, I'm gonna target the creature. Bruh.
Oh no.
Yeah. You try to swing your mace in front of it, all but it goes wide as you almost hit the bullywug because you just spun on the back of your ox.
I'm
And the
just so
bullywug
slippery.
just ducks. What you're swinging?
Sorry, I'm a little bit moist today.
Watch where you're swinging. I don't want to die. I don't want to burn. Oh, my head's gonna burn for this.
You'll be fine. There's water everywhere.
And that is the end of your turn?
Movement, bonus action, yes. Yes.
Beautiful. I'll just move you over. Did you end your turn?
Oh, yes, sorry.
There you go. Thank you. For where you are, the ox, you actually see another fire animated coal clinging onto a burning chair, and it just giggles to itself as it tries to attack the ox.
Hey!
Oh no, the Shinari conundrum.
The what now? Who now?
What is going on with this thing? It's not supposed to be attacking the frog. Apologies. Does a 22 hit your ox?
Yes! Yes, it does!
Okay, thank you. So,
And he set the ox on fire.
yeah, yep, it Your ox takes 3
Oh,
points of
okay,
damage.
that's great. Irate ox noises as you smell burning wet fur.
I mean, it's on fire now, literally.
Beautiful. Also, I should say this should be also in the description, but at the start of its turn, when it gets back to you, your ox will take another 1d4 fire damage unless you put it out. So that should have been involved in this description, but I will. It should. How do
It is.
I?
It's in the description.
Yeah, I'm trying to just put it in the description for you guys to see it. So
It is there.
You
It's
just
there.
it is.
if
Yeah.
you click the word.
Oh, I'm
king,
sorry. Thank you.
It
Sorry.
normally shrinks it. So
Oh, okay. All right. So that is his turn. Gek's turn.
Okay, here's my question. Would Gek have, since Gek was leashed, would he have come with Yanara when Yanara moved?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, cool. So,
I'll just move him right next to you. There you
yeah,
go.
cool, thank you. So Gek is going to rage. And I actually don't have the Wild Surge table, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's
Here,
okay.
let me fix that.
Okay.
I thought I had set it up so when you clicked rage, it would automatically do it. Okay.
It said that I didn't have permission. It tried
So it did.
to.
There you go.
Yeah,
Everybody has
there we go.
permission.
Okay. Oh my
That's
god!
that's
Wow,
ironic.
that is so appropriate. Okay.
Right? Peacebot is glad he didn't give emboldening bond to that. Peacebot is not at peace with two of you.
Okay. This will be interesting.
See, okay, now, here's my question. Would Gek try to grapple the fire? Okay, well,
No, he's gonna go up to it and say,
Almost
"Ha,
certainly, yeah.
Gek!"
yeah, so, okay, all right, so first things first, he's gonna just run in and just kind of like duck underneath the ox. Hi, I'm Gek! And yeah, he's gonna take a swing at him, and you know what? What the hell? Reckless.
I will save you that reckless
Okay.
because as his tongue, this frog tongue, despite its weird abnormality, it has no effect on the fire elemental. Instead, Gek gets burned.
Oh,
Oh no.
well, okay.
So I will say he takes. We'll just throw this. It should show it. Where did it go? You know what? Because my thing is being dumb on my side. It takes 8 points of fire damage.
I'm assuming that's Gek, not Bippy. But okay,
Yes,
that just,
it's Gek.
okay, that just
Bippy's apparently. I'm just focused on Bippy.
that's okay. Yeah, it just gets rid of Gek's temp HP. Okay.
So that was his bonus action.
Well,
Because that frog attack is part of his bonus action when he rages. So
oh, okay. Well. All right. So since the tongue didn't seem to work, like, he just burned his tongue. Ow. So now he's pissed, and he's going to swing at him with his great axe and just see if it does anything. Now I will reckless.
mhm.
Come on, great axe. Come on, great axe, please. Why aren't you? Oh, because I haven't targeted anything. Sorry. I know how to barbarian.
It definitely hit.
Cool. So where is why didn't it give me the option to roll damage? Oh, because I X'd it out like a fucking idiot. I am so sorry. Previous
Sure.
great axe roll. Complete previous. There we go. All right. Wait, what? No, why did you roll again?
well, you're gonna attack again. So
Okay, so fine. That second one misses, but it won't let me fucking.
just
roll
roll
damage.
one d12 plus 7.
$19 damage.
And weapon's not magical, is it?
I don't believe so.
All right, so the fire elemental takes half that damage,
Okay, so he takes
10.
10.
But he's not looking very happy.
Okay, cool. Gek's just gonna stay there because I feel like that's what Gek would do.
Okay.
It actually takes 9.
Oops, I'm sorry.
It rounds down, not up. So it takes 9 damage.
9 damage. Yeah, you're right.
Oh. Well, I made it 10. It's fine.
All right. Fee's turn.
Fee's turn.
So she sees a building burning. From where her vantage is, she can see that a fire elemental has created. Oh dear. And Dumplemore will ride up to about right there where she can see it. Let's try this. And you see with her hand, she kind of reaches down into her pack and pulls out what looks like a small cylindrical disc. She's gonna chuck it at the fire elemental for Vortex Warp.
Yes.
Okay.
So it needs to make a con save. It should have prompted it.
It did not give me a prompt, but that's okay.
What in the world is Foundry doing tonight?
And it's a con save, correct?
It is a con save.
Thank you. 14.
That is a failure. Whoo!
Yes.
All right. Where would you
and
like the...
she's going to take it and be like, sorry about this. And she's going to drop it right in the middle of the swamp.
Like, right here?
Right in the middle of the swamp, and in the deepest part that she can see.
Okay, so you probably can see from there.
I do want to point out that it specifically says that it has to be on a space that can support...
It says a liquid.
Oh, it does say liquid. Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
On a surface or in a liquid, it just can't squeeze.
So she's dropping it in the water. And
Alright.
can I say I make an Arcana check or something to know that she knows something about fire elementals?
Sure.
Okay. What would that be? Arcana?
Arcana.
Okay. 23.
With your knowledge, being from hearing from your family's workshop, technically, I believe it was your father who deals with the.
And she's also studied at the local gnomish and she studied for many years at the local gnomish and dwarven wizard college. So.
Okay, yeah. So you understand that, yeah, fire elementals are a pain in the ass to deal with, but they're very, very weak against water. And, yeah, you watch as this thing it gets dropped right into this water surface. You hear it screaming in agony as it's trying to flail, trying to move away from the water. And,
How far out can you send it if you can't see that far?
I can see 30 feet.
Yeah, the fire outside right now is making everyone able to see.
Okay. So yeah, she would drop it as far and as deep as she can in the water. So
okay,
she is aware that they don't do well with water, and she wants it to.
Okay, so I put it over here.
Yeah. Ideally.
Yeah. So
it's gonna die.
You know what? Roll me a 1d100.
Okay.
Oh.
A 100.
Wow! Wow!
Yeah.
You take 100 points of fire damage.
It takes 100 points of cold damage, and How would you describe it dying?
She just points at it and says, sorry about this, and chucks this little disc. It hits it, and you see this flicker of bluish green energy as it kind of immediately disappears and then reappears in the water, and it just sizzles, just, and then it gives the Terminator thumbs up as it fades away.
All right. Doesn't even get a chance to be in the counter mode. It's now dead. Is there anything else you would like to do?
There are there still little guys in the building? Don't know if she can. All right. She will use her bonus action. She's only moved 5, 10, 15 feet.
15.
So Dumplemorph has still 25 more feet. So let's see if she can. Let's see. Dumplemorph. Fee's gonna hop off. Dumplemorph. So he's got 25 more feet, so he can get 10 to there, 5 more to there, and as her bonus action, she'll have him attack the little thing right here.
Okay. And that particular little thing was pretty much just eating away on the little cinders of the building.
Okay, well, I'm gonna smack it.
Cool. Roll me the damage.
6 force damage.
And this is magical, isn't it?
It is force. Yep.
Yep. It. How would you describe it dying?
Mechamorph literally pounces on it, and like a cat, just puts it underneath his metal paws, and it just extinguishes. He's like a little, like a little snuffer that you use for candles.
You do so, and you hear a very Dumbledore will hear a very shrill shriek before it disappears underneath, and he looks around trying to find it, and it's gone. All he sees now is soot.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Brandywine, it is now your turn. There's one more left.
Oh, there is one more.
Inside?
Inside!
That was out of character. Yeah. I wish I had something water today, but I didn't prepare it. What would happen if I attacked it with more flame? Does our the ox is on fire still, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll deal with it.
Does it take an action? Yeah. Brandy has not enough. Shit. Go here off to the side and kill the ox. That was fine.
He groans a thank you in your general direction.
He says thank you.
Doesn't she speak so? Actually, yeah, I do speak Celestial.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
You understand it says thank you.
I don't know. Wait, the ox doesn't actually say anything in Celestial, right?
I thought
No,
maybe you
words.
can only understand.
Yeah, I don't think it can
Celestial.
speak.
Mm-mm.
Okay, maybe not. In that case, I translate.
And you say the Celestial words.
That's
Anyways, yeah. The word she uses is sorry.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Don't think there's anything I can do. Aside from
Okay.
assist, but there's not really anything except for the bucket. Yeah.
All right. So the frog looks at all of you. Okay, we got this. Yes. Right, the other bucket. And he's going to scamper around this giant ox. Well, more like he leaps over it, and he's going to try to attack the at that one last remaining Cole. I don't know why it's giving me this. This is so stupid. Okay, roll please.
Is it not prompting?
No, it's not prompting. It's
Give me 1 second.
Foundry's being stupid.
I know what the problem is. Are you doing the spear attack?
Yeah, it's just going to be an improvised.
It's fine.
It's a
Try it now.
okay.
Now it should be asking you.
Nope.
It should be asking you to select a target.
I have the target selected. It's not doing anything. It's fine. It's fine. I can just. Alright. It misses. And he's very annoyed as the water, like he just went over its head as the coal tries to bounce out of its way. And it just laughs at him in his face. And that is his turn. Sorcerer, it is now your turn. Did Shred fall asleep?
No, I muted myself because there was ambient noise. So I feel very smart. So I'm gonna bonus action fill the bucket of water.
Mm-hmm.
Going to 5, 10, 15.
You see the coal in the corner.
This corner?
This corner.
The little pink thing.
Here's a question. Instead of throwing the attack, like this thing is small, like the size of like a big rabbit, right?
You're a snail. It's a
snail.
coal. A size of a coal.
Can I like totally dunk it in this bucket?
You can certainly try.
Yes, I would like to make a melee attack with the bucket. Try to
Okay.
submerge it in the water.
Roll me your unarmed strike. If you have one.
Oh, yeah, well, I need to target something first.
I saw the 22, but I don't know.
Apparently it says like roll emboldening bond. Yeah, sure, why not?
So
What?
what it's saying is, hey, do you want to use this? You can click the X if you don't, or you can click the button that it gives you if you do.
How would you like to describe waterboarding this coal?
Is this thing like on the ground or like where is it located?
It was on a chair.
I'm gonna see it's on the chair. I'm going to. How corporeal is it?
I mean,
Can I just
it's,
pick it up and just waterboard it, submerge it in the bucket, or would that require me to hurt myself?
well, you have fire resistance, so it doesn't hurt you, just surprisingly. As
Let's
you do
just
a
do
quick,
it that way.
yeah,
Just
it's like a quick over.
Is there any water left in the water bucket? Do I need to refill it?
As you dunk the coal, going right into it, you hear it shriek very loudly, and then all of a sudden it just goes quiet as you watch steam just rise up in your face. And as you blink away the steam, you look down and the water's gone, but there is no more turn order. Yay!
We did it.
We have
And-
fought fire with fire.
Let's sleet storm it up again. Woo!
See, there's normal fire going on inside, but you watch as the bullywug quickly pushes past you, still gathering more of his rest of the buckets, filling them up, and just going about his way, going after the random spurts of fire, distinguishing them. And eventually he calms down as he breathes, out of breath, labored. Let me change the music. I'm sorry, hold on. Do-do-do.
Tamiris is punching the fire, trying to help.
There you go. You're now. He looks at all of you. Oh, I thought that was never going to end. I've been at this for 4 days. Oh.
How many sprites were there?
From the beginning, there was 2, and then it multiplied. And I realized each time it multiplied as I left to go get it. More water. Oh, God.
Where's the
Thank you.
municipal fire brigade?
I don't know. I tried calling for help, but they were too busy.
With what? Executions?
No. Oh, this is my punishment for having the honorary guard sneak into the balloon factory. Well, Vorna told me this my responsibility to clean up the mess. Thank you. And then he just drops to his knees.
I'm gonna slap him with 1 point of lay on hands.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel so much better.
And Fee will kind of scamper over.
Oh, you've got a number of burns here. Please let me wrap them. I got some ointments in my pack.
Oh, much appreciated.
You, Fee, how did you do that?
The
The little teleporty thing. I was going to
Oh.
punch it, but then you just got rid of it.
Well, that was a gadget. Long story short, it taps into some of the translocational properties of well, I don't know if you heard of them, blink dogs. It
He
harnesses
stares
them.
at you, blank me.
Anyway, the technical details are fascinating, really. I actually took a whole class on it one time, but essentially it allows me to well, somewhat reliably teleport something from one place to another. It consumes the device, but I have a couple of them, and they come in handy quite often.
Can this power be learned?
Well, possibly. It is using a magical effect, of course. But perhaps let me take care of our friend here first, and maybe then I can show you.
Oh, yes, of course. But then, you teach me.
Well,
Please? Pretty please?
if you have the aptitude for the arcane, I am sure eventually you will be able to grasp it, yes. Anyway.
And she'll turn back to our bullywug friend. And let's see here. Heals him for 18.
Yeah. He's
Bandages
back
them all up.
He's looking very, despite being all bandaged and everything, he's looking very happy and pleased.
Oh, you are such a lifesaver.
Well,
I'm
glad to
sorry,
have helped.
pleasantries. My name is Duke Oakrind. Honorifically, I am the Duke of the Three Rocks.
The three...
Oakrind is my, yes.
Oh.
That's family name. But as for your thanks, if you are going in the direction of the king, here, show this to him.
And he hands you a brass brooch that's shaped like a fly, and the wings are currently fluttering.
This will, this technically will win Gollop King's, the 19th, his trust.
Okay. Are you a friend of his?
Yes. I am one of the other honorary guards, but as punishment for Bologna's balloon factory going down, I was told to take care of this mess, and being on not by the side of the king, I have been worried, but Vince, he just got reacquainted as a king just yesterday. I knew him since I was a tadpole.
Oh, okay. We thank you. We had that need to go see him. We have business with, I think, Barvorna. We have business with her.
What? Are you mad?
Um,
You want to deal with that hag?
Well, I mean, we dealt with the fiery beasts here. I think my
The
companions
fire
would be able
elemental is
to.
nothing compared to her.
Oh,
Oh, nonsense. We will vanquish her like the rest.
It's not so much a question of desire as much as need. See, we're investigating the disappearance of some children.
Children? There's no children here besides tadpoles, and even then, Balvona, she doesn't have any children. I think from the stories, I think she wasn't able to have any children. That's why she has all her lornlings. Those are her children. Ugly little things.
Yes, we have no doubt that her pitiful womb is barren and all that, but it seems she has taken to stealing the children of others. And that we can't abide.
No, what I'm saying is, what's your name?
I am Tamiris. I come from afar.
Tomeros. Temeros. Sorry.
Tamiris.
Tomeros.
Tamiris.
Whatever.
Me. Rose.
Me, Rose. Okay.
Rhymes with gross.
Well, yes, it does.
Anywho, what I'm saying is that she doesn't deal with children. She never messed with children. From the one who uses children is Granny Nightshade. She actually has a factory where children work for her.
Oh my God, she's using child labor.
So she has a factory making, you said, balloons?
No. Balvorna has balloons. Granny Nightshade makes toys.
Oh.
Toy soldiers, to be in fact. As tall as this one, and he points to Tomeros.
And you see
Do they like each other?
No. The sisters have a great rivalry.
Fee flips open her book and starts flipping through it, saying some of her notes.
Oh, yeah, Balflorna and Granny Nightshade, they are both part of the coven, yes?
Yes, the Everclass coven.
Yes. And they don't like each other? That seems very strange if they are part of a collaboration.
That's what I've been told. From King Gullop, anyways. He's the one who normally talks to Balvorna.
Is he reliable?
Yes, he's a very reliable. He's a very kind-hearted soul.
Oh, okay. I just it seemed. Well, the implication was that that those who ascend to the throne of your kingdom tend to be ruthless and die quickly.
Oh, that's the jealousy of the other dukes.
Right.
There's always a rivalry of trying to claim the throne. Unfortunately for Gollop's sake, he kind of rubs the back of his head. I shouldn't really say.
No, pray tell.
Well, he looks back and forth, and then kind of gestures you forward to, almost to trying to whisper to you.
From what I
I
have
lean
heard,
down to his level.
it was an accident. His brother, he accidentally fell into the cauldron that Balvana normally cooks outside. And he was there currently, and every other people in the Soggy court saw it. So he was then assigned as the new ruler.
You have a strange system of government here. In my homeland, strange women distribute swords from ponds and choose it that way.
That's poppycock.
No,
Swords coming out of
that's
the water.
monarchy.
But anyways, that's between you and me. No one heard this, alright? Everyone knows that he took his brother's throne, knowing that they believed that he was pushed, but it was more of an accident because he was trying to tickle his brother, and it was his brother fell forward to the cauldron.
Insight check.
Roll me an insight check.
Tickle fight gone wrong. I'm quite familiar with this.
He is actually very sincere. He's telling the truth.
Well, Sir Duke, would you be willing to give us perhaps guidance or an escort to the king? We would like to speak with him.
As much as I would like to escort you, unfortunately, I would have to report this mess. And then, looking around, he's like, and gather what coals I can find and bring it back to the cauldron. No, really, all you have to do is just go around the building and go along the bridge with the croaking frogs. Don't mind them, though. They're still talkative, with even their heads being on spikes and all.
What? Excuse me. What? Heads on spikes?
Yes.
Fee, don't be xenophobic. We're in their culture.
She just kind of blanches a little bit.
It's a bully woke thing. That's why I'm afraid for my dear friend Gollop. If any of the other dukes get a chance to overthrow him, then his head goes on the spike.
At least you'll still be able to hold a conversation with him.
Just true.
Oh dear.
Right. Well, thank you again, and just show that brooch to King Gollop, and he, knowing that is what he personally gave me, he will trust you. Just don't tell anyone about what I just shared, and just keep an eye out, because I can't be by his side, and even I don't trust the other knights inside the court right now.
You have our word of honor. We will speak not of this. We will protect your childhood friend. Protect her.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Well, if you excuse me, I'll get back to business.
And he starts hopping around, gathering the coals that you guys.
Uh-oh.
Having a difficult time, which Cole was animated was before, and what is actually the house being turned down. So he's gonna be preoccupied for a little bit.
I feel like we could probably help him out with like a detect magic or something, but I'm not going to be the one to broach that.
I mean, if there's things that need to be fixed and we aren't moving right away, Fee would probably start doing some mending.
Yeah, if you want to stay behind, then mend the balloon factory. But as you're looking around, it's very worse for wear. Everything is very charred. There's some smoke billowing here and there, but it's gonna take a big changeover for this building. That's why they're building the other one where the current balloon is.
Okay. Huh?
But up to you.
Again, if it depends on if people are if the party is deciding to move on immediately, she'll follow with them. But if they're gonna deliberate for a little while, she will mend.
Could
what
have
is-
a short rest.
That might
Yeah,
not be
you
out
could
of
have-
order.
You could have a short rest.
Perhaps we will.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh.
does anyone actually need a short rest here?
I don't think any of you took damage, really.
No, just the ox, and that was cure wounds away immediately.
Gek lost
Are
his
you-
temporary hit points, but
He will lose his desire to eat bugs if we take a short rest.
oh no,
Tell
his
us
tongue won't be
tragedy.
enlarged anymore.
Burned.
I like to imagine this is hanging out of his mouth even further than usual.
Right.
Got a little ouchie mark.
Mm-hmm.
Key, could you
Mhm.
do you have the description of the brooch again, or can you post
Yeah.
it in chat?
Yeah. So it is a brass brooch that looks like a fly, and the wings are actually currently fluttering.
Like right now, they're actually fluttering.
Yes.
Oh. Huh.
That's not magical, but you can tell that it's part brooch, part fly.
Oh, it's like a fly that's got pinned to the brooch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Is there anything else you would like to do, or should we just call it here? Because I know some of you guys don't want to go past one, so.
Yeah. This is probably a good place to call it.
I'm good with calling it
Good
here.
resting point.
So we'll call it there. And if you guys decide to do a short rest, you can take that short rest. But yeah,